Surrey's bowlers put their side ahead in their LV Caddy Championship match with Middlesex at the Oval going into the final day before Mark Ramprakash scored yet more runs against his former county, and these are the highlights. Middlesex's openers, Scott Newman and Andrew Strauss, had no problem in scoring 148 without loss in reply to Surrey's Ramprakash-inspired 490, and the Oval surface seemed to be batting friendly again at the start of day 3. Newman was in a hurry to reach his second 100 of the season, sweeping Gareth Batty over the ropes for a 6. By the 7th over of the morning, he'd advanced to 91 when Chris Tremler got a ball to rise outside Newman's off stump, and in a half attempt to leave it, the batsman nicked behind to Gary Wilson. It had still been an excellent start for Middlesex with an opening stand of 163, but 14 runs later they lost O.A. Shah for 3 as he got a regulation edge to a ball from Andre Nell, who always loves to take wickets. Strauss is readying himself to captain England again in the Test series against Bangladesh starting next week, and it would have been perfect preparation had he scored his first ton of the summer. But he was also out in the 90s as his expansive drive went straight into the hands of Matthew Spreagle. The good news was that he batted for nearly 4 hours and faced 167 balls for his 92. One wicket often brings another, and in a good morning session for Surrey, they also saw the back of Neil Dexter caught behind off Jake Dernbach for 9 as Dexter drove at a wide ball. Then John Simpson gave Dernbach a 3rd wicket of the morning as he fell for 2 caught by Rory Hamilton-Brown in the covers. Middlesex lunched at 237 for 5, still 253 runs behind. Surrey had taken 5 wickets for 89 runs in the morning session, and in the 5th over after the break they struck again as Dawid Malan top-edged a paddle shot and was caught by Hamilton-Brown running back from slip. He was out for 27. Middlesex needed runs from their lower middle order, and Gareth Berg is in great form right now and showed it by striking a 6 off Batty. But Surrey's bowlers continued to thrive. Sean Udall had made 13 when he was yorked by Dernbach and given out LBW. Tim Murtagh edged a back foot drive 3 balls later. And Pedro Collins was trapped in front again by Dernbach for 1 as Middlesex collapsed to 296 for 9, although the 9 wickets had fallen for 133. Berg and Stephen Finn needed 45 to avoid the follow-on, but added only 28 for the last wicket before Finn followed a drifter from Batty and nicked behind on 18, leaving his partner undefeated on 45. Middlesex had been dismissed for 324 to trail by 166, with Dernbach taking 5 for 68, but Hamilton-Brown decided to bat a second time on a pitch which has taken spin. Finn soon bowled Laurie Evans behind his legs for 7. But the Surrey skipper's decision did not turn out to be a bad one, as Aaron Haranath and Ramprakash started to add to the already sizable lead, with a partnership of note made in a much more positive manner than in the first innings. The pressure, of course, was different, and having made the decision to bat a second time, Hamilton-Brown was looking for his batsmen to get on with things, and that was something Haranath and Ramprakash did for him. Both made half centuries. Ramprakash was there first, his coming off just 61 balls. And Haranath followed with his coming off 101 deliveries with one of his more aggressive strokes. By the time Haranath was out, bowled by Shah, he'd scored 63, had taken the total to 150 and made the lead a huge 316. Hamilton-Brown finished off the day with a boundary as a further 15 runs were added, with Ramprakash ending the day unbeaten on 86. He's already scored his 11th double ton for Surrey in this match and 16 in his career, and he will now hope that his monumental efforts don't go to waste on the final day. Surrey lead by 331, and Ramprakash may just have the chance to complete his 111th first-class 100 before the declaration.